All right, you guys, a good afternoon. Welcome to VFit Fest Strength Workshop. I am Trainer Maria, so we're going to take an hour-long session together, do a strength workshop, and what I've put together is 6-minute blocks on the different major muscle groups. So we're going to start with our back, go into core, get our glutes, do legs, shoulders, biceps, triceps. So it's going to be 6 minutes per block. So we'll get a nice full body strength session in. And again, it's an hour-long workshop. So let's have some fun. We should feel good. We'll get a good stretch in at the end. Welcome, Kelly. Welcome, Christina. So again, if you have an array of weights, grab them and we will warm up and then we will get started. And yes, welcome to the VFit Fest workshop. Welcome, Jeannie. Splash decided to take a nap on his face. Here we go. Let's reach those arms out. Spread those fingers nice and wide and kind of open up that chest a little bit. Palms forward, reach, reach, reach. And then give yourself a nice big hug. And then reach and stretch there. And then the other side, welcome, Ellen. Here we go. So we're giving ourselves some bear hugs. We're opening up our chest each time and then wrapping opposite hand here on our chest. Here we go. Reach, reach, reach. And then stretch. There we go. Let's do 2 more. Welcome, Vicky. Reach, 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 and stretch. All right. And now let's reach overhead and bring out the opposite hip and then switch. So we're just working to loosen up the body a little bit. We will do just very light, short burst of cardio to get the heart rate up just a smidge, just warm up those muscles. And then again, it'll be 6-minute blocks for those major muscle groups, working our way through. There we go. And now let's do a reverse lunge with a twist. So step back, reverse lunge. Welcome, Jennifer E. Here we go. And then twist, step it up, next leg, step it back, reverse lunge, get low, and then work a nice twist. Here we go. So reverse lunge and twist. So when we were planning VFit Fest, Rochelle gave us full freedom. She said, instructors, any class you want to do that week, you can make up a new format. You can just do a bonus or something else. Have some fun with it. And I was like, you know what? I've always wanted to do like a full hour of strength. So no questions asked. It was beautiful. Here we go. Let's do 1 more per side. So usually the classes are 30 minutes, some of them 15. And so in that 30-minute strength class, here we go. Let's reach those arms out nice and wide. What we'll do is more compound movements. So we're getting lots of muscle groups all at once to make that 30-minute workout effective. Here, we're not going to absolutely isolate the different areas we're working. Welcome, Evelyn. But we are really going to be able to target a bit more. And again, that 6-minute block per section. And again, we're going to go methodically through the body, starting with the trunk area and then working out to the limbs. So that's the right one way to go about it. There, I could have done all front and then all back, or we could have done upper hemisphere, lower hemisphere. But I was thinking main, and then we'll hit those limbs. Here we go. Let's turn out those toes, and we'll go into some Cougar Lunges side to side right here. And again, if you have a variety of different weights, you can use those. I will prompt the movements. Again, we're going to do this little 6-minute segments per area. And what else was I saying? If there's anyone who does have any kettlebells and you wanted to use it, there's a few moves you could use a kettlebell. So I just brought mine up, but no need, you don't need, not a requirement, but I'm just saying, I know some of you guys have some pretty epic home gyms. There we go. Let's do a few more here. And then we're going to do like 30 seconds of jumping jacks. Again, we just want to get warm a little bit, and then we'll start with the workout. Actually, we'll go for a minute. We'll do a minute because we're going, and then it'll be 55 minutes left of class. And again, we'll do that stretch, 5-minute stretch at the end. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So minute of jacks or whatever cardio of choice you want, just to get, again, get that body warmed up, get those muscles primed for action. We'll have some fun. Welcome, Stephanie. Welcome, Kathy. There we go, team. And again, those jacks could be right here, but again, we're just warming up and then we'll start. So our first block, we're going to work core muscles in the back. 6 minutes. Have some fun with that. Now work our way through the body. You guys are looking great. Again, just warming it up. If you had a jump rope, you can do a jump rope. You can be dancing. Just move a little. Celebrate movement. I'm actually reading a great book called Joy of Movement, and it's all about the benefits of movement, which you guys know because you're here, but anyhow, just celebrate being able to move. Flag with the team here, or on demand if you're doing the recording. There we go, 10 more seconds here. And we'll start with our first 6-minute block. Working strength with our back. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're warm, so let's get to it. Going to start the 6-minute timer. Move 1 is gonna be body weight only. Classic good morning. So feet underneath those hips, roll those shoulders back, and then bring those hands here at the ears. I want you to hinge at the waist, show from the side with a flat back. Send those hips back, drive the weight into your heels as you bring your chest forward, pause, and then slowly come back up. So here we're priming that body for the hip hinge, which is very important and used in a lot of the moves we're going to do. And again, you just take the good morning to whatever depth works for you. So you come on down, pause, and then bring it up. We're working to stabilize your muscles here. Here we go, team. You got it. Bring it down, pause, and slowly bring it up. And again, you're thinking long in the spine. If you had, oh, I got one. You had something long, you don't need to grab one, but I just want to show you. This is a part of my son's costume, something long here. You imagine flat back, you're coming down for that good morning with a flat back, and then you're coming back up. And again, you're only taking it to where you're maintaining that flat back, you're not rounding, see here, you're kind of round, that looks terrible, right? But, so you're working that flat back with that hip hinge. You have 10 more seconds here. And if this is a move that's challenging for you, it's something to work on, you could add it into your morning routine as you're waiting for your coffee. There we go, team. We got 5 more seconds. Working our good morning. If you take my strength classes, you know this is one of my favorite go-tos for the beginning of the class to prime our body for movement. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Next one, we're going to do classic back row. So you can pick what weights are going to work for you. So I'll show what it's going to be like. You're going to roll the shoulders back, have your weights, and you're going to be roaring right here. So again, if you're kind of new to strength training and you're not sure what weights are going to work for you, grab one. Let's work on the form. And if it feels too light or too heavy, and if you have another option, grab it. Otherwise, grab what weights are going to work for you. It's a quarter squat, thumbs are forward, hinge at the waist. Again, flat back, draw that belly in, and then draw those elbows up along the rib cage, and then slowly bring it down. And your gaze should be forward. So again, it's all about that long spine right here. You don't want to be looking up like this. So long spine, draw those elbows back and bring it in. Let me check it out. Draw those elbows back. There you go. Nice team. Woo-hoo. Hey, Stephanie. There you go. And bring it down. Draw those elbows in. Bring it down. Looking good, Diane. Nice, Christina. Alyssa, good morning. Good afternoon. Here we go. Bring it in. Bring it down. Here we go. We got about 10 more seconds here. And then we're going to do a back fly. So the back fly, those arms are going to go out to the side. Likely, I will go down to my weights. I need a lighter weight for that to really focus on the form. So again, depending on what weight you have, you can keep it or switch your weight for move 3 here on our back. I'm actually going to go with my lightest weight or lighter weight. So it's same starting position. And now this time palms are going to be facing one another. Roll those shoulders back. And then you're going to fly out, airplane wings, squeeze between the shoulder blades, and then slowly lower down. So drive those weights up, squeeze between your shoulder blades, and then slowly bring it down. There you go, right here. And again, if there's a lot with weight, you can do it body weight only and start working on that form. And again, being really intentional with that movement, being able to really squeeze between your shoulder blades, and then slowly bringing it down. Nice work. Here we go. Bring it up. Squeeze. Slowly lower down. There we go. Keep on going. For these moves, we're only going one time through for these muscle groups. And I will do one of those fake grid emails and share the moves I did. So if you're ever looking for strength moves for different parts of the body, you could have a little list. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next one, we're going to do a hip hinge move. It's called a swing. So I'll show it with a dumbbell, but if you had a kettlebell and you wanted to use it, you could. Otherwise, you can grab 1 or 2 dumbbells, roll the shoulders back. Same idea as that good morning. You're going to hinge at the waist, bring that weight low, and then drive those hips forward, and then bring that weight up. So it's the driving of the hips that bring that weight forward right here, and you drive the weight into your heels. So hip hinge, again, you're working on that flat back here, down and up right here, and then exhale at the top. And again, if you had a kettlebell and you like it, great move with the kettlebell. You come down and up right here. And again, working that hip hinge. You guys are doing great. Woo. Let's see it. Let's see it. We're training. Nice, Ellen. Beautiful team. Yes. Looking good. And good morning, Jeannie. Looking good, team. Here we go. About 20 more seconds here. And then our last back move will be on the ground. And then we'll transition to more core work. Focus on abs and chest. Here we go. This one gets your heart rate up a little bit. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So we will do the last one on the ground. If you're not making it to the ground today, what we're going to do is Superman. So standing, you can bring your arms up and then bring a leg back and squeeze your glutes and then go right here. Otherwise, come on down to the ground for the last move on this series. Bring, oh, there's my timer. So it's 6-ish minutes per circuit. Come on down, bring those arms out, legs out, point those toes and squeeze those glutes. And then you're going to bring up your upper body and then lower down. So this is the last one here. Again, another body weight only move. So squeezing along the backside and then lowering down. Bring it up and squeeze and lower. There you go, bring it up and squeeze and lower. And again, that standing option. Yeah, perfect. You'll be right here, squeeze and squeeze, lift. There we go. Let's do about 15 more seconds. Nice, Ellen. Awesome, team. There you go. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so that was block 1 back. Next one is, I'm calling it core because we're doing chest, abs. And again, you can't totally isolate the muscle groups, but I kind of wanted to break it up a little bit and say it's a 6-minute segment per group. So we're going to stay on the ground if you're on the ground, and you're going to grab weights and you're going to do a chest press with your dumbbells, and you're going to do a glute bridge with your hips. If you're not coming down to the ground for this one, you can grab weights. And if you take my classes, you know I always like to provide standing options. You could squat down and then bring the weights up right here. That would be your option. So you squat down, bring those palms out, and bring those weights up. So you'd be getting chest and booty. Otherwise, start the timer and we'll get started. It is going to be a glute bridge with a chest press. So elbows are out 90 degrees. Drive your hips up as you bring those weights up overhead, over those shoulders, and then slowly lower those weights down. Hover the elbows, hover those hips, and then press it back up. Exhale at the top, and then slowly bring it down. There we go, we're working core. Again, we got the abs in here, we got some booty. Working the hip flexors, quads, lots and lots of muscles, but the next 6 minutes is kind of focused core work. So core and caboose, I teach it on Tuesdays. We spend a whole half hour on this part of the body. And here we're kind of breaking it up and working the 6-minute segment. There we go, bring it up. And then slowly lower down. Drive it up, squeeze those hips at the top. Or again, you could be doing a squat with that chest flag. And then bring it up. How are we doing? There we go, 10 more seconds here. And then we're gonna switch up on the ground. Instead of a chest press, you're gonna switch to a chest fly. And when I say fly, usually you'll want a lighter weight if you do have a few different weights. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna have those palms up And then you're gonna bring those arms up and the legs up at the same time. Bring those shoulder blades up off the ground and then slowly lower down and then hover and then bring it back up. You can do this with bent knees or straight legs. And then standing option, you can be right here, go post arms, and then come in right here, squeeze right here. If you wanted to, you could add in a knee drag. There we go, always options, team. Here we go, so here or on the ground, leg lower with the chest flag. Let's see it, let's see it. Nice, Mary. Beautiful, Jeannie. You guys are doing great. You have 15 seconds on what move you're doing now, and then we're gonna go into push-ups. Our goal is gonna be 10, knees, toes, or wall, okay? All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So start the push-up and either go to a wall or down to your mat. Starting position for everybody is a perfect plank. So you want to set up a plank. Knees, toes, or wall, and bring your hands a little bit wider than shoulder height. And then the goal over the course of a minute is working to get 10. So again, on your knees, you come on down to about 90 degrees, bent elbow, and come on up. If that's a bit too much and you're just starting push-ups on your knees, you could go into like a half push-up. And this is a great way to build that strength in the core. And then eventually you get down to the 90 degrees. Or you're on your toes, come on down and up. Again, bracing your core. Gaze between hands forward about 6 inches. Come on down and up. And again, our goal is 10 in the course of the minute. Or again, you can be up against the wall. Same idea. Setting up a push-up and then coming into it right here. Oh, feeling the chest burn. Let's see it. Let's see it. You have about 20 more seconds. Again, once you hit 10, go into child's pose, chill out. And if you don't get to 10, that's fine, but just work towards something, building that chest strength. You guys are doing amazing with this strength workshop. Here we go, 10 more seconds. And we got 2 more moves here. We're gonna come back up to standing. I'll be standing together in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna come up to standing, go body weight for the next one. Narrow squat, prayer arms. So you bend those elbows 90 degrees, draw those forearms towards one another, or here, if you don't make it here, that's totally fine. And then you work a pulse, prayer arm pulses. This is brutal, but effective strength move here. Again, working the core, the shoulders, the chest. And again, we're getting in a nice little narrow squat and we're just pulsing it out. Pulse it out right here. Oh, and blame Sherry for this being in VFit. She's the one who brought it to classes and we all like, oh, that's a good option for, standing chest work, right? Here we go. Keep going. 15 seconds here. We got 1 more move in this block. You might have already done it if you did not come down to the ground, so you can go with the lighter weight. We're going to do that standing upright chest fly in 3, 2, and 1. So grab a lighter weight for this last one. So palms are forward. And again, about 45 degrees. You want to be right here, maybe out a little bit like this. Roll the shoulders back and then draw those weights up to shoulder height. And then slowly lower down. This is our last move. Here we go. Bring it up. Pause. And slowly bring it down. I promise we'll get a good stretch in at the end. On paper, this sounded like a good idea. Let's see how we feel through the end. Here we go, guys. But here was my thinking. I wanted to arm you guys with a good set of moves that work different parts of the body. And then I was going to email it with you guys, share it with the team. So if you're looking for strength training and you're not really sure what to do and you can't make it to live class, you got some options. Here we go. 5 more seconds here. Bring it up. Slowly bring it down. All right. That was block 2. We can take a water break. How you guys doing? Good? Excellent. That's my timer. It's not people calling me. No one calls me. Our next block will be focused on the glutes. We're going to do a deadlift, donkey kick, hydrant, plie, and a squat with a kickback. So we're going to give this a rest. We'll come back to providing a little bit. So for the deadlift, there's you can do dumbbells, or if you actually, I'm going to just ask, does anybody have a kettlebell they're using? Otherwise, I won't show it. Nobody does. Okay, so we'll leave that out. Anyhow, if you ever had a kettlebell and you wanted to see weights options, I got them. Let's start with the deadlift to start. So grab heavier weights if you have them and you feel comfortable using those ones. Again, feet about shoulder distance apart. Roll those shoulders back. And it's another hip hinge move. So you hinge at the waist, leading with the chest. Bring that chest forward, and then I'll show it from the side. Drive those heels into the mat. Bring your hips back as you go down to the flat back, like that. Good morning. And then you pause, and then you slowly bring it up. So again, the shoulders are up and back. So you're not rounding with the shoulders, and then you're come on down, setting those hips back here, and those weights are again going alongside the front of my legs. Pause, and then slowly bring it up. Here we go, team. We got it. Bring it down. Pause. Slowly bring it up. The next two moves are donkey kick and hydrant. You could go down to all fours, or you can stay standing and do it as a balance move or hold on to a wall. Your choice. I'm going to stay standing. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Or you could go down to the ground. We'll start moving with the left leg for the donkey kick first. Flex that back foot. And you're going to just kick back. Actually, we'll do the full center. We'll do them combined. So we'll do 1 minute here, 1 minute the other leg. So you kick back, center, side, center. You could always hold a weight here. VFit Fest has me very sore, so I'm not quite doing as much as I normally would. And again, you can be in hands and knees as well. Otherwise, right here. There we go, working those glutes. Working some balance if you're up top. So why do we want to strength train? Maintain those muscles, especially as you age, you lose muscle mass. So if you don't work it, you're going to shrink. You don't want that. You want to be nice and strong, maintain your independence as we get older, right? Be able to keep doing those fun things you like to do. All right, we're going to switch sides in 3, 2, 1. So we want to maintain that muscle mass. You want to get stronger, or maybe you don't, but the idea of being able to do more, right, feels pretty good. And we go out to the side and back. One benefit when I went through my personal training that I hadn't realized is that strength training helps with your bone health. And that's another thing, as women, osteoporosis, it's the real deal, right? So again, working on strength training, especially as we age, helps with those bones. Here we go, we're out to the side and back. 10 seconds here. And then the next move I have for the glutes, we're gonna do a plie. If you wanted to hold the weight at your chest, you could. Otherwise, you can go body weight. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. So turn out those toes and knees, bring that stance a little wide, and then sink down into that plie. Turn it out a bit. If you catch yourself collapsing in, you want to draw that energy back a bit. And then let's bring those arms out, and we can plie down, and then bring those arms up overhead. Squeeze the glutes here, and then sink back down. So your glutes are getting it from here because you're drawing those knees back. You should feel a nice squeeze here, right? And then when you come on up and you straighten those legs, squeeze again here at the top. So you're feeling it all the way through. Bring it down, bring it up. Squeeze at the top. Nice, guys. Here we go. Bring it down. Bring it up. Squeeze at the top. Here we go. Bring it down. And up. Nice little squeeze. Bring it down. And up. Next time we go down, we're going to hold for 10. So bring it down and we'll pulse. 10, 9, 8. Keep squeezing. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it up at the top and just squeeze for 10 seconds. Just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. I really want you to know exactly where you're working. You should feel it. There should be a nice burn right here, right? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last glutes move, and then we'll take a break before we transition to the next thing. We're going to squat down, and then you're going to kick back, leading with the heel, 45 degrees behind, kick. Should feel the same spot as the plie, right? Squat down, kick it back. You can do whatever you want with your hands. And again, often I will hold the weight at my chest. I'm bowing out right now. I'm focused here on the legs. And again, after this, we're going to do legs, shoulders, biceps, triceps. So don't worry, we'll get there if you're also going body weight up top. Here we go, squat down, kick it back. And again, the kickback, we're going kind of 45 degrees. That kind of goes in line with the muscle we're working here. Here we go, squat down, kick it back. Here we go, about 10 more seconds here. Whew. I love that I found my kind of crazy people that would think an hour of strength class was a good idea. Look at this, nice full house. Thank you guys so much for joining. Here we go, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, that's glutes. So we did back, we did front core-ish area, we did glutes. Take a little break, and then we're gonna do legs, quads, hamstrings, get some calves, and anterior tibialis, that shin. So shake it out a little bit. As Lindsay B says, get the waggle out, right? There we go, that was 6 minutes, perfect. And again, the moves we've done incorporate other muscles, but the like highlight muscle is the block that I chose it for the most part. And then, so the next one we're gonna do oh, yay, thank you. I just got a nice message, private chat though, about this, someone being happy for this and for it to be on demand. Yeah, I'm really happy to have this on demand too. I think it's good. We're going head to, well, not head to toe, but we're doing the whole thing in an hour. All right, so next one, we're doing legs. So we're gonna do squats, lunge hold, a lunge kick, calf raises, and then we're gonna work the front of the legs and get the shins. So, and again, we're going to do after this shoulders, biceps, and triceps. So I'm not gonna hold a weight, but if you wanted to, you could. Otherwise, we can go into prayer arms and go classic squats to start. So again, you want knees and toes. I'm a little wide here. Knees and toes, same direction. So either if they're both forward or turn out slightly, whatever works for you. And then we're gonna work squat down and come on up. And again, with that squat, you're hinging at the waist, working to keep that chest lifted, driving your weight into the heels. So when you're down low in your squat, you could lift your toes is a good test, or imagine lifting your toes, because if your weight is forward, you're putting a lot of pressure on your knees, and you don't want that. We want healthy, happy knees. I sometimes, a few times I've honestly fallen backwards because I almost obnoxiously drive my weight in my heels. I had bad knees growing up, so I really try to save those knees now. There we go, team. Here we go. Bring it down and up. Next time you're down low, we're going to pulse. So pulse it down low. Again, you're hinging at the waist, bracing your core, and then pulsing it out. Here we go. 5 more seconds here, and then we'll step back the left leg, and we're going to do lunge pulse. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back to that left leg. Find your lunge. So when I first put back my leg, my hips kind of forward like this. What I want to do is bring my pelvis straight up and down. So I'm going to tuck the tailbone forward and then sink down, and then I'm going to pulse here. So pulse here. Oh, I'm feeling all sorts of things. Here we go, pulse it up. And again, take it to the depth that works for you today. If you're rehabbing from any injuries or just starting to work on some of the strength training, and if this is too much, this could be a lunge too. They're all lunges, right? This could be a lunge. You could be one of those masterful lungers that has it like hovering on the ground. Whatever works for you. 10 more seconds here. And then we're going to do 30 seconds where we're going to lunge back and then drive the back heel towards your booty. So here we go. I'll show it. 3, 2, 1. So it would be lunge, kick, lunge, kick. So come on down, sink down to that lunge, and then kick. And again, whatever you want to do with your hands that helps you with balance, you can do something besides prayer arms. Otherwise, we're kicking and then coming back down, land soft. Here we go. Oh my goodness. 10 more seconds here, and then we'll do the lunge pulse, starting with the left leg forward. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. Switch it out. I'm glad that I don't have to teach again until actually a while, because I'm going on vacation, because we're going to feel this. Here we go. Pulse the other side. Again, bring that pelvis so it's down, so you're not like that. Sink it down, knees over the ankle, and pulse. Right here. Welcome, Sally. Oh, ouch. Welcome, Sally. We have one more. Welcome, Stacy. Here we go. 10 more seconds here. And then we're going to do those kicks. So the heel to bottom. And then every time you bring that leg back down, you're trying to land it a little more softly, a little more body control. Here we go. Bring it down, heel towards bottom, and step it back. And if you're working, I didn't mention this on the other side, but if you're working on your balance, instead of the heel to the bottom, you could be going here. That wasn't graceful. Imagine it was graceful. So you could slide, or maybe you work on, maybe you're here and start working on heel to bottom. Here we go, 10 more seconds here. Then we got calf raises, and then we're gonna do from barefoot, the toe flicks to work the shin. Muscle here in front, anterior tibialis. Here we go, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next one, we'll go into first position. So heels together, turn out those toes, and then we'll go up, pause, go down halfway. Bring it up, pause, go down halfway. So working the calf here, and then we'll work the front next. And again, whatever you want to do with your arms, if you want them outside, up top, whatever works for you. Here we go, bring it up, lower down. Here we go, bring it up. And again, you want to draw that belly in, and you want to try to work on not rocking forward and back, that you're just being lifted, right? There we go, 10 more seconds here. And then we'll do, I was calling them toe flicks. I don't know what the official name is, but another move to work, again, the front, the shin. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. So from here, you got those heels lifted. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna alternate and flex the other foot. Oh, so important to have strong shins. They're underdeveloped. If you've ever had shin splints, it's a terrible thing. You don't want it. So you want to make sure those shins are nice and strong. Barefoot focuses on shin strength. So if you don't take barefoot with Lindsay, or Lauren teaches it now too, right? It's a great class. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, that's it for legs. So we did back, core, glutes. Glutes are part of core, but anyhow, legs. We'll take a break here, and we're gonna get into, we'll do 6 minutes. 6 minutes on shoulders, 6 minutes biceps, 6 on the back of the arm to triceps. And so in a regular class, again, we'll do moves that incorporate out the whole body, because we have only the 30 minutes, and this is incorporating the whole body, but oh my goodness. So here's what we have. We've got an upright row, T raises, an overhead press, drive the car, body weight, palms up, palms down, and then on the ground, a low plank, and we're gonna roll forward and back. So we're really gonna feel our shoulders. I wanted to tell you all the moves for the 6 minutes, so you just know what's coming. So choose your weight. I would say if you do have options for the upright row, you might be able to do a heavier weight, and then after that, you'll want to drop down, is my suggestion. But again, you know your body, and you know what you have. Oh, good to know. Sorry about that, Christina. All right, you guys. And again, this will be recorded, so if you do have to pop out, you can have access to the class. All right, so we'll start with the upright row first. So again, grab what weight will work for you on that. And here's how it works. Roll those shoulders back, weights forward of your body, palms towards your body, and then draw the weights up to shoulder height, and then slowly lower down. So you're drawing them kind of like with a deadlift, where it's basically grazing your body. Here it's grazing on the front. Now this up move is a great sub for other shoulder moves in other VFit classes. During class, if a teacher calls out any of the other moves we're about to do, this is always a great option to work your shoulders and not have a weight overhead or arms forward into the side, which is what we're going to do next. So here we go. We have 10 more seconds here. And then bring it down. Here we go. Drive it up. And again, you also want to be thinking about drawing that energy between the shoulder blades here. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The next one, go with lighter weights if you had heavier weights for that one. And we're going to do T raises. So we're going to bring the weights forward, out to the side, forward and down. If that does not feel good, you can do the upright rows, or you can take a water break, because 6 minutes of shoulders is a lot. So feel fine taking a break. Otherwise, out forward, out to the side, out forward, and down. So again, listen to your body. If you've ever had any shoulder injuries, or there's crackling or anything weird happening, go back to the upright row, or just take this break, because there's another 4 minutes of shoulders, okay? And then up and down. As you do this, you want a slight bend in those elbows. Here we go, up and down. And again, during like a regular 30-minute class, I'd often couple this with like the calf raise or something else, but here we're just working a little extra focus in during our blocks. All right, we have 5 more seconds here, and then we're going to do an overhead press. And again, if it doesn't feel good to have weights overhead, an alternate move, or take your break, or you can go body weight otherwise. And then with this one, you might be able to go with heavier weights. I would bring the thumbs towards your shoulders. This is the position I like to do it in. And before you press the weight up, I always do like a little bit of a quarter squat, and then exhale and press the weights up overhead. So when I talk about Sherry's daughters a lot, because they're the only cheerleaders I know, but imagine you're like a cheerleader, if you're somebody and you're working to like hoist up somebody overhead. You would never want to do it like with locked knees. You wouldn't need to do this ever in your life. You'd want to use that momentum to press it up. Here we go, guys. Shoulders, right? You're looking great. Nicely in. Awesome, Alan. Yes, Diane. Here we go. Let's do about 10 more seconds on these. Now we're going to drive the car. We'll go back to one weight, a light weight for that one. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. So grab a light weight for this one. Roll those shoulders back, and you're going to bring it forward here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to bring, actually, let's show it this way, one side on top, and then rotate right here. And again, take a break if you need to on the shoulders, if something's not feeling good. Otherwise, we're here. Drive the car. Drive the car. Ooh, feel the burn. Oh, you know what? If you live, I know a lot of you are in Mammoth and it's so hard, but if you live anywhere near a 5 below, I bought these for my kids this week. They had weights for $5, and they had from 1 pound up to, what was their biggest weight? They might have had 10 pounds, but at $5 per dumbbell is a really good deal. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Next one, we're gonna just bring those arms out to the side, palms up, palms down. And then I had one other move written in. We'll still do it. But yeah, if you need weights and you're anywhere near a 5 below, they did have a good selection. They're not neoprene. It's more like, actually it is neoprene. Yeah, that's a good deal on weights. I use those for Zumba toning. I took that with Christina to kick off VFit Fest. It was a good, actually, it felt pretty heavy. That was fun. And that is on demand. So we have a VFit Fest landing page with all the classes, extra classes that were recorded on there. Here we go. Let's do 10 more seconds here. And I had one more move written down. You can take a break and just know about it, or you can do it with me for about 30 seconds. The last one is a low plank. So we're going to go on our forearms, knees or toes. And then what you do, as if holding a plank's not enough, what works more if you're on your toes, you drive, you come forward and then come back. So this is another one that really works the shoulders. Come forward and back, or on your toes, you can just lean forward and come back a little bit. 6 minutes of shoulders, we're almost done. Whew. There we go, keep going. We got 10 more seconds, and then we'll take a break. Before we go into biceps. Here we go, we can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can go into child's pose and take a break. There we go. Oh my goodness. Shake it out a little bit. How you guys doing? Good? All right. Oh, yeah, let's take so the next one's going to be biceps. It's like good torture though, right? Like you're feeling it and you're like, oh, but you're like, oh yeah, right? All right, so we got 6 minutes of biceps. Here's what we're going to do. Hammer curls, wide curls, circle curls, and then, oh, Mary's here. I trained with Mary, and then we're going to do this one. It's called, it's an uppercut. I'll show it better. And then we're going to do high curls. So knowing it's 6 minutes and it's all biceps, focus. We'll work on these weights. We'll get our timer going. Here we go. Let's do it. So first one is the hammer curl. So the hammer curl, the thumbs are forward. So roll those shoulders back again right here. And you're coming forward and then slowly lowering down. I'm just doing a comfortable stance here. But again, if you wanted to do any other lower body movement, you could. Otherwise, we're going nice and slow here, driving it up. Oh, I thought of another curl. Anyhow, we're doing lots of curls. There's lots of other options too. Here we go, drive it up. And then slowly bring it down. There we go. So curl one, hammer curl right here. So this targets different, I don't remember the name, but different muscle. I know, Ellen, you're a trainer or something, so you know the official names. I don't hold on to the medical, a lot of the official names of things, but this targets differently than the one we're about to do. Now we're going to go wide with our palms up next. So we're going to go wide here. So roll those shoulders back, palms are up, and you're going to come all the way down, all the way up to the shoulders. So here we go, curl two. And you want to be mindful to not have like a death grip on your weights. Sometimes I catch myself doing that too. It's like a white knuckle grip. You don't want to do that because that decreases the blood flow. So like a loose, but you don't want them falling either. So just if you are doing a death grip, just loosen it a little bit, bring it up and down. And then the last one reminder would be, make sure you're breathing. So you're supposed to exhale. Trick is exhale on the hard part. It's kind of the way to think about it. And then inhale on the way down. You do not want to hold your breath through the moves either. All right, we got 10 more seconds here. And then we're gonna go with the circle curls. So Cece brought that to VFit at some point since I've been here, so I thought those were fun. So what we do is now we're gonna bring the weights forward right here, and we're gonna do a circle. So bring it up in one direction, we'll go around the other one, and then bring it down, and then bring it up in the other direction, right? Ooh, and bring it down. So we just work in a circle around here. There we go. Nice work. Here we go. Bring it up. Slowly bring it down. And up around again. You can also do one arm at a time if you're fatiguing. Lower weights, go body weight. Just take a break. Here we go. 10 more seconds here. All right, and our next one, I've not done this one in class yet, but I was doing this with Mary. It's an uppercut. You know what, we'll do one weight at a time for this one so we can focus on it. So let's do weight in the right, roll your shoulder back, and then you're going to bring your palm up. You start with the weight at your rib cage, and then kind of like you're kind of bracing yourself right here, right under your bra strap, say, and then you're gonna uppercut to shoulder height, and then slowly bring the weight back to here. So you try to focus on like right here. So bring it up, and then slowly bring the weight down. So we'll do 30 seconds and then switch. So it's working the bicep and also this muscle here that would help improve your plank, improve your ability to do push-ups, assert anterior serratus. You're going to bring it up, slowly bring it down. And again, if this doesn't feel good on your shoulder, you can take a break or do another option for the curls. Here we go, bring it up, slowly bring it down. All right, other side. Again, roll the shoulder back, bring it out about 45 degrees, bring it up, slowly bring it down. I'm so excited to line dance later this afternoon. Coach Lindsay has her line dance express. I think it's at 3:20. No, your time is 12:25, I think. Is that right? But anyhow, she taught us line dancing at retreat. Those of you who are at retreat, I'm sure you remember. Lots and lots of fun. So it's an express class, 15 minutes. That'll be the next class on the schedule. Here we go. We have 10 more seconds here. And then one more curl. You guys are doing great. All right, strength training benefits. I had a few more written down, so I didn't forget. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. The last one. And again, if this doesn't feel good on your shoulders, you can do any other option. Otherwise, roll the shoulders back, bring those weights up at shoulder height, and then you're going to curl, bring the weights to shoulders, and then bring it back out. So again, if this doesn't feel good, just go to another option. The other curl I thought of, but we won't have time because it'll be more than 6 minutes, is a server curl. The server curl, you'd be here and you would go out, in, and up. So you could do this if the high curl does not feel good. Otherwise, 30 more seconds here. And this will be our last one. Biceps. And then I have a tricep block. And then we will be done. And then we will stretch. There you go, ladies. Oh, nice and strong. So benefit. What did I talk about? Bone health I talked about. Boost your metabolism, improve your body's ability to take in those nutrients, to burn calories, to change your body composition, right? Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. We got one more block left. Oh, to strength training. Why else do you want to strength train? 2 more. Well, I mean, there's lots, but the ones I wrote down. Decrease your risk of injury. So if you've got the muscles all built in nice and you're just less risk of injury because you're going to be stronger. If you trip, you're going to catch yourself. Also, you'd want to be, be doing balance and mobility work with that too. But that is another benefit. And then I'll talk about the last one when we do triceps. How are we doing on time? Oh yeah, we're good. All right. So the last block, triceps. So that's the back side of the arm. Very small muscle, but super important. How you can straighten your arms, how you can like push things around, right? So you want that to be able to have that push. You want to be able to push things. So here's what we're going to do. We'll start standing and then we'll end on the ground. So the standing ones. We'll start with classic tricep extensions. So tricep extensions, we're going to do straight arm back pulse. And then we're going to go down to the ground, do tricep dips, oil rigger, skull crusher. So 6 more minutes. So again, triceps not a very big muscle, so you do not need to use a very heavy weight to pull it off. So we'll start with the classic tricep extension. And we'll start in a quarter squat. So similar to that back row where we started. So you're hinging at the waist, roll those shoulders back, elbows are bent 90 degrees. You're right here. And then straighten those arms and then slowly draw them in. Here we go. Straighten and slowly bring it in. There we go. Working the backs of those arms. Working your triceps will help you if you like to take yoga classes and you're working on the vinyasa flow when you go from plank down to chaturanga. That'll help you be able to work that in a little more smoothly. There we go. Bring it up. So sore from VFit Fest. Holy moly. It's been so much fun partying with you guys all week long. I hope you're having a good time too. Here we go. We've got 5 more seconds here, and then move to, we're going to go with straight arms back behind, bring those palms up and do a pulse. We'll do 30 seconds on that one. So here we go, 3, 2, and 1. So from this position, bring those arms back, and then we're gonna do palms up, tiny pulses, 30 seconds, pulse. So if you're wondering what it's like to do personal training with me, it's not this. I mean, if you wanted a full hour, I mean, I could totally do this, but I meet with you with, and you know, we do a body movement assessment and just talk about what your goals are. And then if there's certain areas you're looking to work on, I build a plan and workouts custom to what you're working to work on. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those weights down. The next ones are all on the ground. So we'll start with the oil rigger. Standing option with the oil rigger, you could do what we just did, but body weight only, because that's all you're going to need, because it's like 4 more minutes of triceps. Otherwise, you're going to come down in hands and knees, extend back the right leg, and then you're going to bring your chest forward and keep those elbows alongside your rib cage as you come down and up right here. So you can play with how much of your body weight you put into the oil rigger. So, and then again, you could be right here, or you can like really throw your head into it and you come down and up. There we go. But yeah, I don't want to scare anybody from ever reaching out about personal training. So I wanted to say it, like, this is a special workshop. And again, the idea was that I'd arm you guys with a bunch of moves you could do for different parts of your body. But I do love strength training. I'm having a lot of fun with the clients I've been able to work with so far. We're going to switch sides in 3, 2, 1, switch sides. So extend back the other leg. And again, standing, you can go back to the 2 moves we just did and do it body weight, or if you have weights that feel comfortable to you, still do those. Otherwise, you're right here. Here we go. Bring it down and up. We are down to the last 2.5 minutes of strength work, and then we will stretch total body. Here we go, we got it. 10 more seconds here, and then we're gonna go into tricep dips. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So tricep dips, you come over onto your bottom, bring those hands down by your hips, fingers pointing towards your toes, and either keep your bottom on the ground. Actually, if your bottom stays on the ground, you bring your hands back a little bit so you can dip right here like this, keeping that bottom down. Otherwise, more at the hips, shoot those hips up, drive the weight into your heels, and you're bringing those elbows back as you come down and up. If you need a little more, you could bring one leg up at a time and hold and then switch. Otherwise, right here. There we go, team, we've got it. First ever hour-long strength workshop here at VFit. And you guys are amazing for coming in. So many of you guys here. I hope you're enjoying it. Here we go. We have 10 more seconds here. 2 moves are left. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next one, you can grab one light weight, roll onto your back. Bring the weight up overhead. And then what you're going to do is bend your elbows and bring the weight to your forehead. And so your elbows are over your shoulders, and then draw it up. You could do this with 2 weights too. I just know we're at the end of 6 minutes of triceps, and it's kind of a lot. And again, you could go body weight with this too. Otherwise, come on down, bring it up. And again, there's lots of different variations on this. You could always go into a glute bridge too, if you were still looking to target more parts of your body. We have one final move with 45 seconds left. I had to look up the name because I don't know what people call it. Okay, here we go. So same starting position. It's a tricep pull down. So you're holding one weight or two, straight arms, and then keeping your back on the ground. You're going to bring the weight overhead and then bring it back up to shoulder height. If this does not feel good, you can stay with the skull crushers or you can grab a drink and then we'll start our cool down after this move. Otherwise, this is the last one. We've got 20 seconds here. Bring it up overhead and then back up to shoulder height. Here we go, guys. Ooh, feel the burn. Here we go, bring it down and up. That's our timer. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully put that weight down. There we go. Take that off and we can start a stretch. So let me just double check my time. 1:40. Yeah, so we have like 5 minutes on the clock for a stretch. Since we're already on the ground here, let's just come on down and hug our knees into our chest. Take a moment. Thank yourself for signing up for something that you didn't really, you've never done before here with me because we've never done it, right? And the whole 1 hour of strength. And thank yourself for coming in, taking on the challenge. I hope you enjoyed it. There we go, rock side to side. If you're able to close your eyes for a moment, you can, and just kind of tune into your breath. There we go, and then let's keep the right knee into the chest, straighten that left leg nice and long. Hold here for a moment. And you can either stay here if you'd like to go into a twist. It's one of my favorites because it gets so much of your body all in one move. You can bring that right leg across the body, shoot that right arm up, and then bring it out to the right. And oh my goodness, we really worked that body today. So let's take a moment here. The last one I had written down for benefits of strength training is improved body mechanics. So if you build up those muscles and work them with proper form, it'll improve your body's ability to walk, to sit, to squat, to run, to do all the things you want to do in your day. So very important to be getting in strength training. Oh my goodness. Take a few breaths here. All right, oh, after the next breath, slowly come back to center. And then hug your knees back into your chest, and then we'll do it all over onto the other side. There you go. Straighten the right leg, hug the left knee into your chest. And then bring it across the body. Ooh, and make sure you're replenishing your body and drinking extra fluids after workouts. So VFit Fest, there's Line Dance Express tonight. There's Irish step dancing with Bridget. I feel like there was another thing, I can't remember. And then tomorrow we have the party. After I eat lunch after class, I'm going to send a member newsletter to let you know what's left. Again, we turned 6. We've really enjoyed celebrating with you guys all week long. 6 days of extra classes and parties and celebrations, and members have hit milestones left and right. It's so cool. Here we go. Come back to center. And then we can do a figure 4. So let's extend the left leg, flex the foot, and then bring it across. So you're making a figure 4. So the ankle's on the top of that leg. Just take a moment here, stretch that hip. You can stay here if you want. You can bring up the other leg and kind of reach behind it, otherwise just stay here. So for strength classes, I'm not teaching next week, I'm on vacation, but in general, I teach on Mondays at 6 a.m. circuit, so that's total body. So there's more combo moves in that, so we get all the whole body in 30 minutes. And then on Tuesdays, I teach core and caboose, which is shoulders to shorts. And then after that, I teach class con, which is a new format that I brought to the studio. And there's strength in that, and that's kind of total body strength, but also involves cardio, mobility, and stretching. And then on Thursdays, I do sculpt and stretch. So that's 20 minutes of strength and then 10 minutes of stretching recovery. Oh, this feels good. So switch sides. I don't know if I said that. As always, resetting my schedule here. All right, let's do 2 more breaths on this side, then we'll roll up to seated position and then stretch our biceps, triceps, shoulders, chest, and then forward folds. So there we go. Come on out of that. Roll on up. There we go. Comfortable seated position. First, we'll bring left arm out with the palm up, and then gently pull down. So get a stretch on the bicep here. And also a nice wrist stretch. There we go. Well, it feels good. And then let's bring this arm up overhead, bend the elbow, and then reach with the opposite arm, reach up nice and tall. We can do a little side bend here. There we go. Get a nice stretch here. Whew. All right, then bring it back center. Let's bring this arm forward and then across the body, clutch it with the other arm right here. If you wanted to go into eagle arms, you could. If you were doing eagle arms, you'd bring it more forward of your body and then reach towards the opposite hand and reach up here. But again, getting a stretch around the shoulders, back a little bit. Then we'll go over to the other side. Whew. Oh, bring it down, shake it out, other side. So first up, this side's so much more tight on this, I can already feel it. So left arm and then gentle with this, but pull down a little bit here. All right, and then reach up, grab the opposite elbow. And then a little side bend right here. Thank you guys so much for joining. Sorry, I'm probably running over a little bit. And bring it center, and then we'll do this arm across, the right arm across. So after this, I'm just gonna do our chest and then forward fold, and then we'll be done. Sorry, I'm running over. I've been telling my classes, so I broke my cell phone, so I can't see the time on it anymore. It's the only part of my screen that turned black. And this is just tracking steps. So I have no idea what time it is, but I'm sorry, I think I'm running over a couple minutes. There we go. Let's roll the shoulders back and reach the hands behind to open up the chest here and lift. Yeah, oh my goodness, you guys, thank you so much for joining. And again, we'll share this recording on that VFit Fest landing page. I'll email you guys what the steps we did, what we worked on today. Hope you had fun. Stretch, stretch, stretch right here. And then we'll end with a forward fold so you can bring those feet forward. Flex the feet, reach those arms up nice and tall. One more hip hinge, hinge at the waist, reach forward, and then drop those hands to either side. Take another breath here and then around the spine. Again, thank yourself for coming in. Thank you for being a part of this community, and thank you so much for celebrating 6 years of strength together. Pretty special. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming, you guys. Let's do 2 more breaths here. And slowly come on up, and we'll do 2 breaths together. Inhale, reach those arms up nice and tall. Exhale down. One more breath. Inhale, reach those arms up nice and tall. And exhale down. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday and have a good weekend. Thank you, guys.
Loved this class. It was